Hello and welcome back to Ohio Richlands for episode 10. We've got a new addition on our farm. We've spoken about it plenty, but we've finally done it. We now have our own chicken pen. At the moment we've got 60 chickens in there and 4 roosters. They don't need much, they just need feed of a grain type. So I've already turned the auger wagon round to pull the grain out of the bin and drop it in our trailer. So we're going to jump in the tractor and we're going to put around about 4,000 litres in. I don't know how much feed they will take for a start. Usually when I do the animals on my own maps just for personal games, 9 times out of 10 I will cheat the trailer full of whatever I need, whether it be grains for like the chickens or TMR or straw for the cows for bedding or feed. So I don't know how much they're actually going to take because I'll usually fill the chicken pen with like 360 chickens. Just now we've only got 60, so I'm assuming they're not going to take, thousands upon thousands of litres. So we'll try this with just under 5,000 litres and see what they take. I'm hoping they don't use a lot. They may take a lot to start off with. They may take 10,000 or 15,000 litres to fill the silo for the capacity of what's in there. We do have a couple contracts. I think I'm going to go and do the cultivating one after this. The sowing one, the issue with the sowing one is it's quite cheap. And to rent a seeder, you're looking at about, to get a decent sized one to clear it quickly, you're looking at like 4,000 to 5,000 for the seeder. We have seeds stored, so that's essentially free just now, but defeats the purpose because we don't have any other use for the seeder. I think we'll do the cultivating contract next, so I think is that field just in front of us there, which is quite handy, just around the corner. But yeah, that's filled it up just over halfway, so we'll go and throw another 4,000-ish litres in and see if it fills it up all the way. I'm still debating what to do with the wool from the sheep, whether I'm going to take it into the shed and store it, because we can sell it as it is, or we can get a production and advance it to another stage to get an even more expensive end product. It's a little more than I would have liked in there, but it should do it. And hopefully they bring us eggs fairly quickly, which I think if the sell price is good, we're just going to sell the eggs off and not put them through productions, because obviously that means another production cost and they're very expensive for each individual production. Well, we're left with a little bit there. I think I'll just tip it to ground here. I don't know if this is going to work, but they should just pick away at that and it should stay full until that's disappeared off the ground. Well, 9,000 litres, that's them full. Right, well, I'll take the tractor back down to the yard there. That's the chickens dealt with. The sheep are fine. I topped up their water this morning already. But I think we are going to go and do that contract tillage. It's just in that field there. So we'll head over there. Where is our machine? That's just sitting there. So we'll grab that, we'll head over to that field, and we'll see you in just a second. Well, that's just finished up that contract. I didn't time-lapse the whole thing, I just did a quick snippet there for you, as I think it's going to be quite a long video. But that is $6,082 for that contract. There is the seeding contract, which is worth $4,642, but it means renting a seeder, which is almost the same cost, if not just a little less. We could borrow their equipment, take a loss of $691. I'm just looking through for planting. Yeah, I think we'll do the other job just now, so we'll see you in a second. Well, seeing as we've got an okay kind of sell price for the silage, we thought we'd just empty the bunker and take it down to the sell point. It gives us a little cash injection just now. It might not be much, but it is something. And we won't use this the silage this year. We did plan to get cows, but since we're in a position to do chickens, we thought we'll do them first because the overall cost initially is much cheaper. The cost of a cow pen I think starts at $75,000, and then you've got the cost of the cows, which is a lot dearer than the chickens. Hopefully the chickens produce the eggs quick enough that we can start to sell it and make some money back. It's not going to be a fortune, but it's cheaper to get going than cows just now, and we can expand from there. Hopefully next year we'll have a new cut of grass that we can put in for silage. Hopefully we've got a new field so we can split it down, we can put some grains in for our chickens, and we can have a bit for grass for making the silage. But that's all to come, so just now I'm going to grab this, take it down. I think it's going to be 3 loads. It's definitely going to be 2, I know that. There's about 60 something thousand litres in this pit, I can't remember exactly. But we'll get going, take this down to the sell point and see what we get for it. Well, that's us down here now. The biogas plant you've seen before is just to our left just now, and this is a new sell point that's opened up again. This one takes straw, silage, hay and grass as far as I know, but we have 29,000 litres of silage, so let's see how much we get for it. I'm not expecting too much, but what I do know is that this will pay towards the mower that we bought ages ago, so it is making money back. Not a lot, but we didn't need the silage this year. We're not going to get the cows till next year, so oh, we go $4,641. So not a lot, but I'm going to head back up to the yard. We're going to grab another load, so we'll see you in just a sec. Well, I don't really know what happened there with the contracts when we selected them. They disappeared. So we skipped a bit of time, and it's now just after 5:30 on the same day. But we've managed to get 2 contracts done. One of them was Field 5, another was Field 6, earning us just over $9,800. And we are just finishing off this field, number 22, and it's going to get us $1,261. There isn't anything else on for today, so I think we're just going to skip ahead till tomorrow. I'm going to hope that some other fertilizing contracts come through. I'm not sure if they will, but fingers crossed and hoping they will. So we've got 71,800 in the bank, plus the 1,200 coming in just now. So we've got a healthy kind of balance, but something tells me something's going to come up. Probably servicing, to be honest, because this tractor is quite low. But we'll complete this contract for Field 22, and we are going to jump in to tomorrow. Well, that's it, 2nd of September now, so let's have a quick check of the contract. We finally got 2 fertilizing contracts, one on field 12 and one on 33. So, let's go and get the deer and make a start. Nope, not that kind of deer. Let's get the green one. Well, that's us just wrapping up this field now. We have a small dilemma. Something's popped up in the store that we were looking at the last time it was in it, which wasn't that too long ago. But it's back. But first, we will complete the contract. So field 12 and 33. Just over $9,000 for field 12 and $3,400 for field 33. Which is the one we've just completed. So, if we nip back into the store, just debating about it. I mean, we can afford it, and it's back. Is that a sign? The TLX Phoenix. The only difference is, it's the same engine, but it says low, which means it's a quieter engine because the other one is quite loud, especially when you're jake braking. But then trailers was our next thing. We've debated about what to get and what to upgrade to. Our first option was the pace setter from Wilson, just over 40,000 litres. Our next one was the Load King triple hopper, just over 51,000 litres. Then we looked at the Crusetto trailers, starting from 47,000 litres or 50,000 for the quad axle. Then we had the Super Beet from Load King, 75,000 litres, but it's almost $140,000. It's close enough to 90,000 more than that big Crusetto. But what do we get? The Crusetto trailer, the only advantage we've got is it can take some products that the Super Beet can't. But I think I'm going to have a quick think about this just now, and I'll head back down to our yard. So, we'll see you there. Well, we have skipped a day. We are now in October 1st. Usually when you skip a day, things that's in the sale from the day before are no longer there. However, today, it's still there. I think that's a sign, and it's telling us to get it. But I'll debate about that later on, because we have some contracts. We have sugar beet in field 18. I think we might do that. It's just under $16,500. Field 24 is worth $15,800 and is corn, which means we'll need a different header for our combine. And there's soybeans in field 32 for $17,700. I know that makes good money, so I'm going to do that straight away. Debating about corn. The weeder, we don't have a weeder, so there's no point in buying a new bit of equipment because that's $350. It's not going to cover the new bit of equipment. Probably not even to lease it either. Corn field 24, that's it there. That's a fairly large field. The headers aren't too big for corn. So I think we're just going to borrow the items and do sugar beet. Yeah, let's do it. So, I'll decide what we're going to do first, and we'll see you heading to the next field. Well, it's our first time doing sugar beet, and it's the same as the potatoes. It is a monster machine. Very well detailed though, I must say. A cracking bit of equipment. Again, like the potatoes, I think I mentioned this before, it's a very narrow work width, so it does take you a minute. It's just 6 miles an hour, so it's the same as the combine speed. The only difference is, instead of being 3 meters wide, you're like 15 meters wide, so there's a massive difference. You can cover a lot of ground doing the combine work. But this, like potatoes, is a very high yield. You know, that's just 2,500 litres in already, and we've only done a little strip of the field. And this is a fair size of field to get through, so this could take a minute to do. But like the potatoes, it is fun and it's something different to do. I don't know what you can actually do with these. I know sugarcane you can put through a production to make sugar. These, I haven't researched it too much because it's not something I plan on doing this early in our series. Obviously, because the machine itself costs a fortune, just like the potato harvester. And it's a specialist bit of equipment to plant as well. I don't know if you get one that plants potatoes and sugar beet, or if it's a separate planter for each, you know, seed type. That I still have to figure out. But I'm going to crack on and get this field done. And we'll see how many loads we get into the sell point. So, let's get a time lapse. Well, this is our first load into the sell point, so as with potatoes, let's see how ridiculously low of a percentage they give us for the field being transported. It's probably going to be something like 5 or 6%. We did pick up another contract, but there was a slight issue with it. But for now, 7%. Yeah, this is going to be a long one. So yeah, the contract. Field 10 there, it is flash, we have a contract on it. But it's ploughing. Just shy of $40,000. So the TLX Phoenix is looking like it's on the cards very soon. It was a cornfield and it wasn't withered when I went to go and try and rent the header. There's the Phoenix, it's still there. And when I clicked on it, it cancelled it and immediately gave me a ploughing contract. So it's double the money for it. I'm not going to turn that down. Well, we did it. I've put a couple of things on it, like the twin stacks and the paint job, but in total, $50,334. So that's it ready at the store for me now. Well, I was just coming back with this load thinking that the percentage was really low for the servicing. So we're just going to drop in by the yard quickly. Hopefully we've got enough because we've just bought the Phoenix. As long as it's under 24,000, I think we're going to be okay. Because we've still got a bit to go until either of the contracts are ready. Oh, we're just under 23,000. Well, we need it to keep going. Because without it, we're not going to be able to take the sugar beets anywhere. And then we've got the contract sitting doing nothing, so I'm going to have to do it. Well, here goes. 22,000. So that leaves us with 1,400. And remember, we've still got 2 workers on in the fields. We have one on the plough, you've seen it getting taken out and fueled up ready. And we have the one on the sugar beet harvester. So the money is dropping quite quickly. It's going to hit a certain point where I'm going to have to do it myself. Anyway, let's head back out to the field and hope we don't run out of money now after buying that Phoenix. Was it a good deal? It was a good deal, but was it a good purchase at this specific time? That's not right. I've just fixed that and it's... Why is it showing less percentage? Something's wrong. Did they just take money from me and not fix it? It's the... right. The equipment needs to be fixed, but I'm not going to do that just now because it's still fine. Right, let's head out to the field. Whoa, I just noticed the money. $82 left. Well, get rid of that worker and we will complete this ourselves. There isn't that much to go. We've blitzed through the field quite quickly. It's still 20 to 2 in the afternoon, but this shouldn't take us too long. And it gives me an idea of what it's like to drive and use. That's whoa, that's not a steering mode. What's going on there? No. Is that it? I think that's something. I don't know what happened there. We missed a little bit too. Oh well, it seems to be steering fine now. The worker had it in a funny way where the head turned separate from the rest of the back of the machine. I know that'd be a kind of weird way to do it. Might be quicker turning, but don't like that kind of idea. So we'll just leave it as the 4-wheel steer. Right, I'm going to go up and down the other side. Hopefully I should get quite far down before I'm full. And we'll get the tractor in for another load. Well, this should be the final load of the field and we should be able to start collecting money from the harvest. So I don't know how much it's going to leave us with, but I need to double check to see where is the best price. Oh, that was very quick. Where's that wasn't a lot out of that load. We got 1,300 out of that. Now a quick check to see if this is are the best paying. Sugar beet. Oh, so it is very much the same. There's no point taking it anywhere else really. Yeah, we'll just stick here. So there's 15,200 litres left. Bet you I couldn't stop it on that number again. Bang on, 15,200 litres in the trailer. So we have a decent bit of money now. 1,797 out of that bit. So we're going to head back and we'll clear out what's left in the field. And we're just going to take it back and sell. Well, that is the machine parked at the side of the field, and the contract will be completed in just a second. 12,454 litres of sugar beets. And that gives us $1,474. So let's go in and complete that contract. That one was worth $16,428. minus the 1,095 lease cost. So we're almost halfway done on ploughing field 10. We still need to harvest field 32 with soybeans. There is a few more harvesting contracts popped up. There's another soybeans contract on field 23. Where's 23? That's 32, it's the one there. Oh, there's 23 on the left there. Other side of the map, but could be worth doing. There's a cotton, 2 cotton contracts. Not done cotton yet, but Depends how long all these contracts take, because that ploughing could take a minute to do. Sunflowers as well. I think we'll just stick to the ploughing just now. Well, this looked like it was going to be easy. I don't really know what's happening here. I have the plough down. I've already done that wee bit over there, you can see. I've already tried disconnecting it, I've tried lifting it out, I've tried folding it up and disconnecting it. It's just not doing it. I don't know what's wrong. There's a couple of patches missed in the field with the worker. I just figured it was like a funny spot in the field that it didn't properly dig into to plough up. We are making a little bit of progress, so I will stick at it and see what we come up with. I don't know if it's a glitch or something's happened, or they've realised that 40,000 was way too much to give us because we have a huge plough and tractor. Either way, I'm going to mess about with this for a bit and see if we can get it to work. But I'll persevere and keep going. Well, it's safe to say I have tried my very best to complete this contract, but it's not working. It's not completed it yet, but we must be very close. 91%. That's an annoying amount of close to completion. It's not 99%, but it's still annoying. I think I'll have to sort that out just after this. But we've got soybeans still to do, and we still got 23 to harvest as well. We haven't accepted the contract quite yet, but there's still that one to do. So let me try and sort this out, and we will start harvesting. Well, as you'll have just seen there, we have an almost very affordable seeder come into the sale, and it's almost at the right time because we're away to complete a contract and have leftover grains to sell. It's 87% complete just now. I'm going back up to the combine and we will do, I think it's the last pass now, then fill up the trailer, take it back, and we'll see where the best place is for selling it. I think it's still here, or it was when we started the contract anyway. But yeah, the cedar is, I'm thinking about it very much. It's a 12-meter wide cedar, so it's the same as the Lemkin. Obviously it's not 100 and, I think it's 150 odd thousand for the Lemkin cedar. This one's a lot cheaper, so we do need a cedar. But I'll get the rest of this field tidied up and get the contract completed. Well, that's the soybean contract finishing up. That's almost complete. There we go, that's it completed, and we are gaining money. How much do we get? $6,492 from that. So let's complete it. $17,767, and that's another contract on field 10. $28,500 for cultivating it. Can't say no to that. Still got the harvesting on field 23 to do. And we have another cultivating contract on field 18. But I think if we make a start to field 10 just now, and we'll get to the harvesting later on. So let's go do some tillage. Well, we are on our way up to this field here to complete this contract on field 10. But we were chancing our luck, I think, with that last contract on field 18. As you can see, our 9470R is very, very low and needing repaired now. But since we have the funds to do it, I think I'm going to drop this tiller off here and go down to the yard, get it repaired, head back up and make a start to the contract. So let's see how much this is going to sting us. Well, I'm really not looking forward to this. I know it's going to be expensive because it's an expensive machine to keep. $37,161. Wow. Well, we need it, because without it we can't do this good paying contract for the tillage. So that leaves us with $43,737. $37,000 to repair it. Wow. Right, let's head back up and get some tillage done. Well, we decided against doing the tillage just now. I realised the time and the header was on hire. We only have this field to do, and it's 10 to midnight. And if we run into tomorrow, we're going to get charged an extra day for renting the header. So we blitzed this field. We've just got this little bit to go, and we take the rest over to the sell point. We can complete the contract, and hopefully I'm going to run down and get the header done first, because it is pushing it very, very close. Well, as you can see, we didn't make it. That's literally 1 minute past midnight, and we've been charged $557 for renting the header. Well, I'm sure you just seen the worker took a video of me coming racing back up from the shop. He's been working away in that field, so he is quite far through already because it is almost 1:30 in the morning. I did take out the corn header and he's making his way around the field just now. Well, that's a contract completed and $2,100 in extra harvest. So we can complete that contract now. $6,100. And how far? He's 60% done. Well, that's not too bad. Well, we'll leave him to keep going. And I took out the new header for sunflowers, so we can go and get them done. Well, that's the sunflower harvest finally over. Everything we've got here is pure profit because we completed it in the last load. So we've got 4,000 litres in the trailer. And that's $3,100 of income and $4,300 for the harvest. One of the things we still need to do is finish up the cultivation job on field 10 because we forgot about it. And there's one other thing to do. Well, this is the final thing to do. It holds 6,000 litres of seeds. It's 12 metre working width, 11 miles an hour. There's only 230 horse required. $68,800. Well, we've got it. Well, that about wraps up this episode and this field on 32. It's been a very long day and a very long video. Quite a bit longer than normal, although it will be the new normal if the votes stay as they are on the poll. So we will complete this contract, $17,767. Still is a couple harvesting contracts. A couple cultivation. I think we'll do the cultivation contracts. There's a soybean contract on field 3, 14,700. Soybeans 624, 623. Oh, that's well down. They're usually about 1,000. $1,000 a ton, or per 1,000 litres. And it means re-renting the header as well. Where's 3? Going up to the Ohio Agri Co-op. Butler's AG. I think we'll do the cultivation contracts. Yeah, we'll go for both of them. So, that about wraps up for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. It's very much appreciated. Thank you for all the subscribers so far. I've rocketed up from 3 subscribers from the first video, really. So thank you very much for that. We may get onto cotton on the next episode if it's still there. But until then, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you again in the next one very soon.